Have you ever loved someone where just one sentence from them, like "you did great today," instantly made you feel calm and lighter, even though your whole day had been exhausting and frustrating? Or have you ever felt sad because your partner never says words of love, never acknowledges the things you've done, even though you've been trying your best little by little? If you nodded, then it's very likely that your love language is words of affirmation, and you're definitely not alone. This is the most common love language today, especially for the younger generation, the one that loves through messages, stories, and lines of text on the phone screen. We all have our own way of feeling loved. Some people just need a hug, some like to be helped. Some only feel loved when they hear 3 words, "I'm proud of you." That's why psychologist Gary Chapman categorized love into 5 languages: words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Everyone usually has 1 to 2 main languages, and if someone loves you in a language you don't understand, no matter how hard they try, you'll still feel something is missing. You'll still feel empty, and sometimes feel lonely even in a relationship. In recent years, as the world changes and technology dominates, something interesting has happened. Words of affirmation has become the most chosen love language. Why is that? Because we live in an age where all connections begin with words, messages, the quick taps on the keyboard. A hug might be a luxury, a gift might not fit the occasion, but a word of encouragement. You can send it anytime, and sometimes it arrives exactly when the other person needs it the most. What's more, many of us grew up with a lack of recognition. We grew up with phrases like, "this isn't enough," or "you need to try harder." We're used to comparisons, to expectations, but rarely heard. "You did great," or "I'm proud of you." So when we grow up, we long for someone who recognizes us. Just hearing them say, "I know how hard you've tried," can soothe a part of our past. But the issue is, not everyone speaks the same language. You might love someone through actions, cooking, caring, worrying for them, every little thing. But if there's someone who needs words, they won't see that. On the other hand, they'll keep waiting for a compliment, an encouraging word, or a thank you message, while you're not used to saying it. And so, 2 people love each other, but don't feel loved, an invisible disconnect that causes real hurt. The good news is you can totally learn how to speak the language of the person you love, just like learning a new language. If they need words, practice expressing yourself through words. You don't need to say anything too fancy. Just be sincere. For example, "I see how patient you are. You make me feel at peace." Or simply, "Thank you for always being here." These words, though small, can touch the deepest parts of the person you love. We often think that love is just a feeling, something natural. But actually, love is also a skill. The skill of understanding, the skill of listening, and the skill of expressing it in the right way. You might love someone deeply, but if you don't know how to convey it, they won't feel it, and they'll gradually drift away from you, not because they've stopped loving you, but because they feel they're no longer loved in the right way. And sometimes just one right word, a simple sentence like "I'm proud of you," can soothe a stormy day. So if you love someone, today try texting them a sentence. Not "what are you doing?" or "do you miss me?" but something that truly shows you see them, understand them, and appreciate them. And if you're single, try telling yourself, "I've been strong. I deserve to be loved in the kindest way possible." Because love, whether for someone else or for yourself, begins with speaking the right language and speaking from the heart.